In this session, we will see what is the Gilbert cell, how to construct the Gilbert cell. Our study of differential pair reveals two important aspects of their operation. The small signal gain of the circuit is a function of the tail current. See, the small signal gain of the circuit is the function of the tail current. The current flowing here is known as the tail current. That is one aspect. And another aspect is the two transistors in a differential pair provide a simple means of steering the tail current to one of the destinations. These two are the differential pair transistors. They provide a simple means of steering the tail current to one of the two destinations. By combining these two properties, we can develop a building block. Now, what is that building block? Suppose we wish to construct a differential pair whose gain is varied by the control voltage. Now what we have, till now we had current source or the RSS resistance was connected. Now this M3 transistor is connected. To this M3 transistor we have the control voltage. Suppose if we wish to construct a differential pair whose gain is varied by a control voltage. Now if we vary this control voltage, the gain of the differential pair has to vary. This can be accomplished using such type of the circuit, where the control voltage defines the tail current and hence the gain. Now if you vary this control voltage, the tail current is varied and automatically the gain will be varied. So what is the aspect here? The control voltage varies the tail current as well as the gain of the differential amplifier. Here AV is equal to V out by V in varies from 0 to a maximum value. As we know, the voltage gain AV is V out by V in. So for this particular circuit, it varies from 0 to a maximum value. This circuit is known as the VGA. VGA indicates variable gain amplifier. Why variable gain amplifier? Because the gain is depending upon this control voltage. If you vary this control voltage, this current is varied and automatically gain is varied. Therefore, we call this circuit as the variable gain amplifier. VGAs find applications in systems where the signal amplitude may experience large variations and hence requires inverse changes in the gain. Now suppose we want an amplifier whose gain can be continuously varied from negative value to a positive value. This circuit is from 0 to a maximum value. Now we want a circuit whose gain can be varied from negative value to the positive value. Now how to construct this type of the circuit? So that can be constructed using two differential pairs that amplify the input by opposite gains. See here, this is one differential amplifier and this is one differential amplifier. How can we define V out by V in 1? V out by V in 1 can be defined as minus GM into RD, and V out 2, this is V out 1, that is a first differential amplifier, and V out 2 is for the second differential amplifier, V in. Let V in be the common part. This can be plus GM into RD, where GM indicates transconductance of each transistor. In equilibrium. If I1 and I2 vary in the opposite direction, so do V out 1 by V in and V out 2 by V in. Therefore, we will get the value between negative to the positive. Now, how do we construct this? We have one differential amplifier here which provides the gain as V out 1. We have the another differential amplifier which provides the gain of V out 2, and we have the control voltage V count 1 for this particular current source and V count 2 for this particular current source. This circuit together, these two differential amplifiers together, is known as two stages providing the variable gain. Now, how should V out 1 and V out 2 be combined into the single output? Here, this is one circuit and this is the another circuit. But we want V out 1 and V out 2 as a single output. How can we combine it? To combine V out 1, V out 2, we have the next part of the circuits. See, this is the amplifier with A1 and this is amplifier with A2, gain A2, this is gain A1, and V out 1 is coming over here from this amplifier and V out 2 from this amplifier, and input V in is the voltage given to both A1 and A2, and these two are combined together in this summer and we have a single output V out. Whereas in this particular circuit we had two output voltages V out 1 and V out 2. Here these two are combined together and we have the single output voltage. Now this is with respect to the block diagram. How do we analyze that with respect to the circuit diagram? How do we draw the circuit of the combined voltage gain or combined output voltage? Here from this particular circuit, V out can be written as V out is equal to V out 1 plus V out 2, and this is equal to A1 into V in. A1 is the voltage gain of the first amplifier. Similarly, A2 into V in, where A2 is the voltage gain of the second amplifier, where A1 and A2 are controlled by V count 1 and V count 2 respectively. Now we will proceed to the actual implementation. How do we do the actual implementation at the circuit level? This is at the block level. Now we have to do at the circuit level. Now from this particular circuit, how do we write V out 1? V out 1 can be written as it is RD into ID1 minus RD into ID2. Suppose if current ID1 is flowing like this and ID2 is flowing like this, then V out 1 can be written as ID1 minus RD into ID2, and V out 2 can be written as this minus this, RD into ID4 minus RD into ID3. Then we have, we have to combine these two voltages because of these two voltages we want only one output, not the two output voltages. Therefore we are adding V out 1 and V out 2. V out 1 plus V out 2 can be written as RD ID1 minus RD ID2 plus RD ID4 minus RD into ID3. This is RD ID1 plus ID4 minus RD ID2 plus ID3. Now come here, come to the circuit. What we have, first part gives RD into bracket ID1 plus ID4, and the second part gives RD into ID2 plus ID3. Therefore, this M1 carries ID1, this is ID1 plus ID4, and M4 carries ID4. These two are connected together and it is given to 1 RD. Similarly, ID2 and ID3 are added. ID2 is the current flowing through this and ID3 is the current flowing through this. These two are short circuited and it is given to one more RD resistance and next VDD. So from these 2 points we are taking the output voltage, and these two circuits have the control voltages of VCONT1 and VCONT2. In this particular circuit, VCONT1 and VCONT2 must vary I1 and I2 in the opposite direction such that the gain of the amplifier changes monotonically. Now, which circuit can vary two currents in the opposite direction? That we need to find out. We cannot just put these two current sources. We need the circuit for that. Therefore, if we analyze, we can find that a differential pair provides such a characteristic, leading to the topology as shown in this particular figure. See, we want these two currents to vary in the opposite direction. If you want that, how to implement at the circuit level, we have to think for the circuit. And we get that a differential pair provides such a characteristics. Therefore, we have added M5 and M6. This is a differential pair and we have a single current ISS. So this circuit is nothing but it is use of M5 and M6 to control the gain. Now what about this circuit? Can you analyze? It is just the rearrangement of the circuit. This circuit and this circuit both are same. Just it is rearrangement of the transistor. All the connections are same, and these two from these 2 points we have the output voltage. And this final circuit is known as the Gilbert cell. With this we have completed module 2. Thank you.